Alright everyone, we're back for round number 2. Sorry about the kind of disappointing round number 1. We just really couldn't beat that emblem, and we were about one turn too late, and I think it's my fault. I think I'm going to get a lot of comments and downvotes on that last video about what a punt, or you didn't play it aggressively enough, and that's totally fine, totally fair. I can 100% see where people are coming from with that. So a little annoyed, of course, that we didn't get the job done. Do I keep this on top just to kill Minister? Probably, actually, even though I'm missing a land drop. Yeah, I don't know. I just, that one felt definitely winnable, and we couldn't get it done, which is a little disappointing, but you can't win them all, so, you know, it's okay, of course. I don't really love keeping Nature's Way on top, but I really want to kill Minister. I assume he's going to mill me 3. Hopefully it's 3 non-creature spells. Not non-creature spells, I meant non-land cards, but who cares? Anyways, hope everyone's having a good day. Changed a little bit after that round. No big deal, just, you know, changing the pace of the day a little bit, recording a set review tomorrow, so hope you guys enjoy that one. More stipulation drafts next week. I have a feeling this one's going to do pretty good. I think it was fun. I think it was a good challenge. The gameplay is not the best or the sweetest, but that's fine. It's not always going to be the best or the sweetest. 1 mana Prophetic Prism is really sweet, though. What if he just had 3 Prophetic Prisms here and just went Prism, 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 Prism? That'd be beyond broken. What? That doesn't seem like it's fair. Yep, no, that's definitely not fair. Alright, well. Our opponent's playing unfair Magic cards. What else is new? Oh, okay. And we're going to go get a black land to play Ambitious Aetherborn next turn, I believe. I believe that's correct. So, the trick is that he can Cruise Caravan and then Deadlock Trap something if he wants to, but he doesn't have to. This foil Deadlock Trap looks pretty... Oh, this isn't a foil, actually. I was going to say the foil one in person looks pretty sweet. I think I have one somewhere, but I'm not entirely sure. Just a 1 mana Skygate. So he can definitely kill us with the Module Skygate. His deck looks interesting. His looks like the mono brown deck that everyone wanted me to draft. Oh geez, just mono brown rares too. Well, I wouldn't say I have a very large chance at winning this game, especially with module plus tower, but I guess I don't have a small chance either? I can't block because he just towers something, but I'm already at 8 somehow because of the Reckless Fireweaver, which is a little gross. Going to play an Aetherborn and make a servo just to get like an... No. Yeah, because I think he's going to tower in response. Oh, he didn't tower. Well, yeah, I think I still need to make the servo so that I can effectively block the caravan, right? Because if he towers the Ambitious Aetherborn and Deadlock Traps the Wild Wanderer, I can still get a servo, a Voyager, and an Eager Construct in front of a caravan, sack the Voyager and the Construct basically to get rid of the caravan, but then to his 3 cards, I have 3 pretty powerful cards plus a Tiger in hand to start going over the top, so I think that's going to be fine. We're going to see if that happens though. If he just attacks with Caravan, then I'm going to block with Aetherborn, Wild Wanderer, and Imperial Voyager. Oh, no blocks. Okay. Well, I'm going to get this Tiger on the way. No need to attack with anything here. He can just obviously animate a Caravan and block if he has to at any point in time, so that could be a little dangerous. Especially attacking with an Imperial Voyager just right into a Consulate Skygate isn't appealing right now. Now, keep in mind that our opponent doesn't have any lands, but that's not going to stop him from pinging us for 1 and scrying. Us having just like no ability to out aggro our opponent is just so weak sauce here. Let's see if he uses Trap to tap Tiger. That's how I would have done. I mean, gotta kill him at some point, I guess. So might as well start now. Alright, I mean, he's at 14. That's pretty good. He shot me down to 4. Interesting. That was an interesting use of energy, because he only gets 1 energy if he does that console Skygate trick again, unless he knows it's on top of his deck, but I don't think he does. I think he bottomed. He did bottom, so he does not know it's on top of his deck, so that's a little interesting, but we will see anyways what's up with him. His deck seems very slow, but very fun. Maybe he's doing the same kind of challengey thing that we're doing. Arrow of Innervation. We wish we had that card in our deck. Jeez. Alright, well let's see if he lets me get to the declare attacker step. I assume he's going to lock down the tiger, but I don't know. Alright, he locked down the tiger even though we didn't have any energy, so that's productive. Not attacking with anything here, just playing a wall fast monitor and passing the turn. So all of a sudden, being able to bounce something is just incredibly good for him because he gets to pay an extra to give it. Right, so he's going to get 3 energy every time he plays something, and he gets to scry. So he gets to pay 1 here for the era to make 3 energy, and he gets to scry, and then he puts us to 2, or to 3, sorry. We're just unbelievably dead, aren't we? At some point we just have to attack with everything, pretty much, and like, oh my god. If we had a red land, we'd be okay, maybe? Oh wow, just the whole thing again. Well, at least his caravan's tapped. Huh. That might have actually been bad for him. Can I just attack with everything? Probably. I mean, I probably have to, right? I'm at 2 life. He just does the exact same thing next turn. How'd he kill me? Oh, he had enough Dynavolt Tower mana. Ah. Alright. Cursed Scroll 12 wins. Alright. How do we stop this shenanigans? We side in a Fragmentize for sure. We take out a Spontaneous Artist. That card's probably bad. What else can we do? That's probably it, right? We have to add a white mana. What do we take out? No, we probably have enough white. Alright, let's run it again. Let's see what our deck can do here. I don't have super high hopes, but I don't have super low hopes either, so we're just going to see what can happen. Alright, everything looks good over there. We're going to play first. And we're going to keep. I imagine we are getting a white land. White is also the color of Fragmentize. True story. So this is going to be bad if he has the exact same start as last game. I don't think there's any way that we can beat that, but if he doesn't have the same start as last game, there is a chance we can beat that, so that's good. Also, drawing the swamp was excellent, because now we can get a swamp with a Wild Wanderer if we want. Oh, so is this an issue? We can definitely deal with it. Huh, well, we'll think about it on his turn. We'll either deal with this or we'll shroud something. The question is Dynavolt Tower worse? I'm not sure. This actually might be worse. That enables so much. Nah, I have to kill the module. I can kill both, so I should just kill the module first. Alright, gotta get started here. The question is whether to get a black land or a green land, or a red land. I think the answer is green land for Tiger, but I'm like so not sure about that. This lets him cheat on mana, so maybe we wanted to Skywhaler shot that, but that doesn't really, I don't know. He's so mono brown. Alright, so we definitely killed the right thing at least once. If he attacks, we're obviously blocking. No secret about that. We're attacking here, of course. And I think instead of Tiger, we actually just play Rhino and plan to shot like a Gorger or something. Just because Rhino gets bigger, and so we want Rhino to be able to attack for more turns. But we can definitely set up like a Rhino attack. If this hits for 3, We can definitely set up something like a Rhino in this attack for 6, put him to 11, kill him with a Rhino, this, and Riparian Tiger turn. Like, that's definitely a turn that we can set up here. So I'm not very... yeah, so I think that's what I'm trying to set up, instead of just like, instead of playing the Tiger, having him hit us for like 12, and then attacking back for 9, having to play the Rhino, and then play defense. I don't like that. I like just being able to turn the corner here, I think, so that's what I'm going to attempt to do, but we're going to see. We're going to see if what I want to do and what I'm trying to do are the exact same thing or not. They might be, they might not be. Who knows? We're going to find out, though. This Territorial Order, not awesome in draft, usually, but obviously pretty good here. This play could work out for me, theoretically. In theory, this play has some promise if he attacks with everything. We're going to find out if that's how it works, though. He could always have a select for inspection that could kind of blow it up, but like blow up my spot a little bit, but then he has to replay it next turn, and that's when we get in with the Tiger, and we're also going to be able to drop a Hermit on the turn after that. So we might be able to swing the game momentum-wise here. I hope that we can, but obviously we're gonna find out in a minute. We don't know anything until he decides who he's attacking with. I'm kind of hoping... So what I want him to do... Okay, that was not what I wanted him to do, but it doesn't really matter. Because we're going to kill this anyways. But what I want him to do is give the Spontaneous Artist haste, and then... Okay, maybe even give the Minister haste. Just kidding. An attack with everything. That's kind of what I want him to do. Alright, so now I get to blow this up. Definitely bottom. Alright, this is fine. I get to take 6, go to 16, and then I get to attack for 6 down to 11 next turn and play a Tiger. Wow, that swamp was actually not a bad draw, just because we have the Demon of the Dark Schemes, of course. Always scheming. And let's not forget that this Tiger can definitely block Artist or Foundry Screecher, or Foundry Inspector, whichever it needs to block. So we're in good blocking shape too. Not only do we get him to 11 here, but we also get some sick blocks in. He could also, I guess, give the Minister haste so that he could do something with the Minister this turn. That wouldn't be the worst idea in the world for him, but I'm not sure if it is something that he is going to do or not. Alright, playing a Swamp and passing the turn. Huh. Glass Blowers, Puzzle Knot, okay. I mean, this definitely, like, enables his entire deck, I would imagine. So it's definitely a good card for him to be playing. Do I recommend playing it in all of your decks or most of your decks? Probably not, but it's definitely playable. Alright, sparks my Tiger. So if he doesn't attack, then he just gets to kill my Rhino, which sucks. I think I just have to attack with Wild Wanderer, though, like, because if I attack with this... He just blocks with Artist and Inspector. I kill Inspector. I get him for 3, and then I play a Hermit. I don't know if I love that. I don't think I love that. So I'm just going to attack with Wanderer here. And we're going to see what he does. Maybe he blocks. If he blocks with like an Inspector, then I get to play Hermit and attack with Thriving Rhino and Hermit next turn, which is excellent. We did pass 2... of the +2/+2/1 green tricks, which could come in handy here, but it's going to be okay. Could also draw a Fragmentize, deal with its Foundry Inspector. Could, of course, draw a Demon of the Dark Schemes here. I mean, there are a lot of very good draws for us, so no need to panic just yet. A lot of good draws. Alright, we're going to get this rolling. I tapped 1 too many manas. No big deal. He can't have a counter for 1 red, so it's going to be okay. He's going to mill us. What did he mill us? He milled us Sage Shalee's Claim Land, Weldfast Monitor. So that's actually a pretty good mill, right? He just gets us closer to Demon of the Dark Schemes, which we're incredibly happy about, obviously. Also, let's not forget that Demon of the Dark Schemes puts, like, Territorial Gorger into Riparian Tiger in play, which is actually pretty sick. Just get to make tramplers, I guess, but we're going to see what happens. Surprise Teeth and Glassblowers Puzzle Knot on his upkeep in order to get some scry going, but maybe he just doesn't need it / doesn't want it. Who knows? Also, please check out my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/sandball49. I've been twitching over there. Also going to be streaming some Aether Revolt drafts live this weekend. They're going to be live drafts, of course, because they're not on MTGO yet. Haven't worked out all the kinks, but pretty sure we're going to have live drafts going on this weekend, so that's pretty exciting. Going to Nature's Way. What do I want Nature's Way? Huh. I guess I Nature's Way this Foundry Inspector, assuming he doesn't have anything. He's probably just planning on puzzle knotting at the end of the turn, and then I get to attack with everything, and I probably win this game. Yeah. Probably figure out a way to win this one, although I have a feeling that we're going to be hard-pressed to win the next one, but that's just how it goes, right? That's the ebb and flow. You win some, you lose some, so to speak. Also, this thing just got banned. Just so useless now. What do I do with a piece of card? This is literally just worth a piece of paper. I guess I have to, like, hope that Frontier, like, pays off or something. I don't know. All you Frontier people out there are probably going to buy all the smugglers' copters in the world for, like, 4 cents and then hope that it works out. He just milled Wanderer, Prism, Forest. I expect that mill is going to be followed by Concession, but I could be wrong. No reason why he wouldn't use the Minister to chump block this turn, unless he has other things in mind. But usually that's like the last mill before you concede. You just kind of get to see as much of your opponent's deck as possible. He still doesn't know why we have 3 black lands in our deck. That's okay. Apparently we're splashing blue for High Tide Hermit, so that's fine too. Who cares? Alright everyone, so we finally got a hold of our opponent, and they said they are sky drafting, which is they are flying on an airplane and drafting, so I totally understand the lag there, no big deal. Not a lot we can do here, honestly. I mean, we brought in the Fragmentize, we have the Appetite for the Unnatural main deck. If we play Demon of the Dark Schemes against anything other than Dovinbon Emblem, we probably straight up win, so you know, we definitely have some win cons. We can also win a game like we won last game by just pressuring him. So we're going to try to do it again. Wish us luck as we get in there. So yeah, so this video is going to be a little longer than normal, probably because of our opponent's lag. But again, no big deal. We totally understand. People want to play Magic from anywhere, including an airplane, which I've done once or twice. Actually, my best story about that was I was in the Oslo, Norway airport, Oslo, whatever, Norway airport, and I was drafting on their internet, which was awful, and I got auto-picked a bunch of times, but who cares, and I had finally made it to round 1, and I was trying to play, but then the fire alarm in the airport went off, and so I actually had to, I was like walking towards the exit, playing, trying to win my match, before the time went out, and then as I got to the door where I was supposed to leave the airport, walk onto the tarmac because there's a fire alarm, they started saying like that we could go back, so then I had to like walk all the way back playing my match still. It was hilarious. Obviously no one else knew what was going on. Maybe there's like a 1 or 2 Magic players somewhere, but most people had no idea what was going on, but I thought it was hilarious, so that is my Oslo, Norway drafting on terrible internet story. So I totally understand where Cursed Scroll 12 is coming from. No big deal, no big deal. So another question I wanted to ask everybody is, what are you looking most forward to for PT Aether Revolt? Seems like it's going to be a sweet new standard environment, so that's promising. Obviously the draft environment is going to be interesting because it's, you know, a little part Kaladesh and then a large part, or, you know, a part Aether Revolt. So you still get your sweet Kaladesh cards, but you also get your Aether Revolt cards in there as well. This is actually more like a 5-lander, but it's a 5-lander with a scry and a fetch land, so that makes it almost keepable. Again, one of our ways is to just beat down, and if we draw any of our 3-drops, we can play them, and then that's going to be good. So now that we got that, we just get a white land right off the bat. We don't have to worry about the 3rd swamp yet. We just have to worry about having all the colors. We just have to keep in mind that we got a plane so that we can play it next turn. We were also on the draw, which made the hand a definite keep. Wow, he has a Smuggler's Copter. That's pretty sick. And we've drawn 2 lands. Also sick. How do we just draw all the lands like that? That's so good for us. I guess we top this, actually. No, this does not beat Smuggler's Copter. We bought him. We don't need more lands. Plus, it just definitely does not beat Smuggler's Copter. So, we need either a 3-drop or something to kill a Smuggler's Copter, which I have a feeling is going to be tough. Maybe this put him in the mono brown deck. Unfortunately, since the banning has just happened, this is now worth $1. Probably way less, to be honest, but I just think that's funny. Like, you used to want to draft Smuggler's Copter because it was worth like $6, and now it's worth about probably 3 pennies, but, you know, who knows. Alright, definitely need to draw something ASAP to deal with this turn 2 Copter. It's just so oppressive and limited. You get to, like, sculpt your hand so well, and you get to attack for 3 every turn. Just so oppressive and limited. Alright, we might actually get to live the dream, though. We might get to play all 5 colors of mana, which would be kind of sweet. Alright, we're definitely playing a mountain here. Yeah, we definitely get to play all 5 colors of mana there. I definitely should have attacked with Eager Construct. That's a punt! Oh well. If you watch me regularly, or you watch the stream, you definitely know that I am an expert punter. I think I'm a generally decent Magic player, but something about, like, playing on camera in front of people just leads to massive amounts of tilt and punt. So, that's just a thing that happens. But we wouldn't be able to block this Lath New Helion. Also, I think cards like Lath New Helion and Electrostatic Pummeler just go way up with Copter and Emrakul and Reflector Mage getting banned, right? I mean, the Copter decks were fine matchups for Pummeler, but Emrakul and Blue-White were some of the worst decks for Pummeler, so I think the matchup just get... I mean, I think that card just goes way up in value. Also, we had a Foundry Inspector all 3 games. How lucky. Alright, I mean, we can chump block Copter now, I guess. I think I have to keep on the draw is the issue. I mean, maybe I don't because it is like a 5-lander, but again, it's a 5-lander with a fetch land and a scry. I think it's pretty good. At least, I mean, I hope it's good. I mean, I kept it. I don't really know. We're going to play our 5th color of mana next turn, which is basically like a mini achievement inside of the game, so I don't feel bad about it at all. Going to block this Foundry Inspector because I don't think that the way I'm killing this Smuggler's Copter is to find the 2nd Imperial Voyager and then double block. That just doesn't seem very good. So going to get to kill this Smuggler's Copter here. Also remember that we're basically at 5, or 7 I should say. And we played our 5th color of mana, which is pretty exciting. So I just didn't want that Smuggler's Copter to get any more damage or any more scries for him. It's done enough. This Aether Torch Renegade can attest to that. He's going to get in 1 here. Push to 12, which we're basically at 6. Yeah, so... Oh, I tapped way too much mana, but that's okay. I think I put a 1-1 counter on this because I don't want him to just be able to pick off the 1-1 with this Aether Torch Renegade. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really matter for Territorial Gorger because a 4-3 interacts with this the same way that a 5-3 does. They also both get killed by Welding Sparks, and I'm dead. Excellent. Yep, attacks for 3, puts me to 9, and now I'm dead. However, I got to play all 5 colors of mana. Alright, I just said, I played all 5 colors, the loss is worth it, lol, have a safe flight. So I hope our opponent is having a good time sky drafting. We're going to go on to round number 3, though, nevertheless. I told you we're just going to battle for a win here, so see everyone for round number 3. Everyone, so I just wanted to say that I've been in this queue for a really long time, and it seems like no one wants to play the 3rd match, mostly because you don't get prizes for going 0-3 or 1-2. So everyone that just goes 0-2 drops and doesn't locate an opponent, and they don't want to pair me up against someone with 1 win. So I think I'm going to have to call the video here. Very, very sorry about that. Really wanted to play the 3rd round for you guys, but hopefully the draft portion was fun enough to make the whole thing worth it. If you don't see this, it's because it got deleted forever, but that's okay too. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. Sorry for only 2 rounds today, but we did okay with the 5-color challenge. 2 and 4 isn't the worst thing in the world, so that's going to be okay. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next week.